Welcome home, Rep Pack. Marcus here, and welcome to Comfort Cartoons, the show where I collect absolutely everything from the late 90s, 2000s, all the way to the modern day. And I'm also trying to create the world's biggest Spongebob and the world's biggest Nickelodeon collection. But not just that, the creator and CEO and owner of this channel happens to actually have her very own Halloween costume. But I hope you beautiful people are having an incredible day. And if you guys aren't, you know the drill. Nickelodeon Halloween camera flip.
I want more! I need blood!
It's about to get a whole lot brighter, Rep Pack, because your boy is here. And as you guys can see, we are outside of a pumpkin patch. Because today we're gonna be having a Nickelodeon jack-o'-lantern competition with 3 competitors, me, Karina, and also Mitchell as well, who is on his way over to my place in a little bit here. So we're here right now to go pick up the pumpkins so we can get them ready to carve. We might have to get some utensils as well too. I've been trying to find a couple things. I've gotten a little advice via the internet, so it should go pretty well. Right now, Mitchell's printing out also the stencilings of the different designs we want to do. We're all doing one of our favorite Nickelodeon shows, and then you guys are going to decide who is the winner of this competition. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get our pumpkins. How tall this fall? Well, I guess tall enough. Karina, let's see you do it. Based off of this, you're not even 5 foot. I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but you're at least as tall as this guy, but you're a lot more alive, so that's the benefit. Ooh, I'm a haunted sleeping bag or mattress. Don't take this thing off, you'll see my brain. They're so small. If we had the competition with these, it'd be a way faster competition.
Yeah.
Like, let's find the smallest one. I think this is the smallest one I could see. This is the smallest one I could possibly find. It looks more like an apple than a pumpkin.
Yeah, like a tomato.
Yeah, very cute. And they have some really cute ones right here. And these are only $3 too, so that's a good thing about getting the tiny ones. Oh, and then we have a bunch of different machines right here. The classic Tonka truck too. We got the elephant, the yellow and pink submarine. Okay, so I think this is around the size we're gonna aim for. Not a bad price at all. Looks like 14 bucks. So we're gonna be getting 3 of these. 1 for myself, 1 for Mitchell, and also 1 for Karina. So let's grab 3 of them. I'm gonna need probably a little help. Okay, so pumpkins are paid for and we have them in the car. Are you ready for the competition to begin? Yeah. Okay, we gotta go pick up Mitchell, and then we're gonna get some lights, some candles, whatever we're gonna need to, you know, make the whole thing pop. The competition is gonna be based off of when it's actually lit up. Obviously, most jack-o'-lanterns don't look that amazing when the lights are on. It's when the nighttime falls and the spookiness begins. You get to see the real beauty of jack-o'-lanterns. So that's how we're gonna rate our pumpkins. Okay, so we have our pumpkins here. We are gonna begin the jack-o'-lantern competition. We're gonna go through each of our designs and explain to you guys what we're trying to do here, and then we're gonna get started on it and go through this process. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I have an idea already. I know Mitchell's got an awesome idea. I don't even know if I know your idea yet. So let's go ahead and check out what we got planned. And if you guys enjoy this little challenge, make sure you guys hit the like button. Huge shout out to Mitchell and Karina. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, Mitchell, so what do you got for your plans here?
Well, I wanted to go with something a little more on brand, so I went with a little Danny Phantom.
Ooh, something ghostly, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like it. So you guys can see we have some stencils here, some ideas that we might be doing.
I might have got a little extra.
Yeah, Mitchell has freaking blueprints, like architectural blueprints. But this is what you're going for right here, is a Danny Phantom ghost portal.
I'm gonna have to adjust it a little bit.
That is not gonna be easy, but I believe in you.
That'd be fun, right?
Yeah, so the goal here is to make the outline of Danny Phantom's portal and of course a ghost coming through it. And for Karina, what do we got here?
Garfield.
Ooh, Ooh, I am a fan of the Garfield. And the orange works perfect. Is that something you didn't think about beforehand?
No.
The orange is gonna work perfect. So she's gonna be trying to outline Garfield. So I'm assuming the black is what you're cutting out?
Yeah.
Okay, so huge shout out to Karina joining us on this video. Thank you so much. Okay, and on my pumpkin right here, I am going to try to do my main man, my favorite guy, the Flying Dutchman. So I have an idea of how we're gonna outline him, how we're gonna leave his mouth kind of open so we can see some light coming through it, and also in his eyes too. I kind of want it to be like, you know, one of those demented moments where the Flying Dutchman's eyes are completely whited out. I think it would be really cool if it comes out the way that I'm hoping. So first off, we have to start by opening these pumpkins up. We gotta gut them, so let's go ahead and do that process real quick. All right, so Mitchell and also Karina have these guys right here, and I got ripped off at that pumpkin place. So here's $12. Watch this. I promise you it's under there. We went to Walmart and they were $5. Look, they put marker over it. They literally paid $5 at Walmart for these kids. You can see they blocked it out and then they put this sticker on top of it to deceive you into thinking that was the price they paid. We saw these at Walmart for $5. The pumpkins were about the same price for $5 at Walmart. So if you want to save money, go to Walmart for all your, well, really life needs, but also pumpkining needs. But the thing is you're not going to get that same kind of service. You're not going to get all the visual effects of it. So if you have kids, you want to take them to look at pumpkins, obviously go to a pumpkin patch. But for the accessories, hit up a Walmart, Five Below, Dollar Tree. Don't do what I did. All right, so let's carve into this guy and let's get our pumpkins ready to go. Okay, so with every pumpkin, of course, you want to carve it at an angle so that way you have a lid on top. It's going to take a little bit of time to do this, so let me go ahead and cut all the way around and get in there. But we also have to have enough room to get my hand in there and scoop everything out too. So I haven't carved a pumpkin since I was 6 years old. Well, I haven't carved one with actual carving tools. I've done it with a katana, but that's neither here nor there. I haven't carved one with actual tools since I was 6 years old. So you guys are going through this process of learning with me. Okay, so now, boom, there we go. We have it.
Boy.
That is a very thick pumpkin, so we're gonna try our best to work through this.
Wow.
There's not a lot of space in there. We're gonna have to carve this to make it as thin as possible on the inside, because that thing is like nothing but pumpkin. All right, so we're gonna get started on carving it. We have to do this to all of our pumpkins. I'm gonna pass the knives over so they can do that. Of course, this process will be fast forward to you guys for when we're gutting them out. Let's go ahead and cut them open though. All right, you guys can see Karina is in there. Like swimwear, as Mitchell says. All right. So
I don't know where it's from, but it just was something I thought.
it's from Mitchell,
Funny.
quoted by Mitchell. All right, so let's pour this out. Gutting time. I thought it was already ready to go. It felt like it was. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're gutting the pumpkin. Gotta scoop it a little bit more here, but it's coming out for the most part. I ran out of patience, so I just started grabbing it out, and oh my gosh, that is such a feeling. It feels literally like freaking, like intestines. Watch, put this on your...
No.
You want some on you? This is disgusting. All right, let's continue to get this stuff out. Okay, so we have our pumpkins hollowed out as much as possible.
Try to anyway.
Yeah, I mean, don't judge them. I mean, I know some of you guys got them things showing the rib cage, but we tried our best, okay? But we also have my design on there. I have some notes for myself to remember. This is not gonna be easy. I have never, like I said, done this since I was 6 years old, but I'm gonna try my damn best. I'm gonna have fun along the way, which is the most important. And thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. It's gonna be so much more fun being able to do it with every single one of you. Okay, so I have my design right there. The ink is not super strong, but it's on there. You guys can see we have the Dutchman right there. My goal is to kind of outline all this and to keep the mouth and the eyes open exclusively, but being able to see the details of everything else as well too. It's not gonna be easy, but that's the goal. Mitchell's got his down here, which looks freaking awesome. I'm just very curious as to how all of us are gonna do the etching part, but we're gonna find out. And Karina's got hers over here as well too, and it looks freaking beautiful.
I don't know, but it's okay.
She tried her best. The stencils came out really thin. Once you take that paper off, there's no going back. Once you took the paper off, it was harder to see the actual lines. But me and Mitchell, we didn't have the best tool for it. We were using a literal nail, which left,
nail, yeah.
left from our fingers with callus, so that made it a little harder to see the stenciling. Okay, so we got the pumpkin carving started. I thought like you just graze like a centimeter off and you'd be able to see this thing glowing. You gotta get pretty in there to get the light coming out. We also just have like some basic candle lights in here too. Maybe if there was like a legitimate flame in there, it may be a little better. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm having a rough time so far. How about you guys?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Okay, you're not looking too bad over there. How about you, Karina? Hey, that's coming out pretty good. I'm honestly, I feel like mine's the only one that's kind of coming out rough right now. We're gonna keep trying it. All I have is this. That's all I have done right now. All right, let's keep it moving. That's our little update. We're all just in maximum focus mode right now. Patrick, Spongebob is here to protect me. You know, they're helping me keep focused, but Mitchell's did it best. We're not just cutting out some triangular eyeballs and a mouth. You know, it's taking us some time, but I think it's gonna be worth it.
Much later.
Okay, so everything is cleaned up. Oh God, thank goodness, everything is cleaned up. You wouldn't even want to see the horrific sights inside of this bag though. My pants have pumpkin everywhere. It took a minute, but everything is clean. And now everything is ready to go. So Mitchell is going to go first. We're gonna check out Mitchell's pumpkin. We're gonna see what it looks like with the lights on. See what he's got, what it was a difficult points for him, where he had some trouble. And then at the end, we're gonna show off what his looks like in the blackness, aka the darkness. This. So let's go ahead and check out Mitchell's. I'm really hyped for it. I already think Mitchell's came out beautiful. I think everybody's came out incredible. So let's take a look. And again, guys, we're doing a little competition here, but you guys just vote whatever one's your favorite for the fun of it. It can be because it's your favorite character, because you just think it's cute, whatever it is. Let us know which character and design you guys liked in the comments down below. All right, Mitchell, man, you wore the perfect shirt for today. Did you do that on purpose?
It did indeed.
So we got your pumpkin right here. Go ahead and back it on up a little bit. So here's his pumpkin. Let's go ahead and here's what Mitchell's picture was on screen. This is the picture he was using for his Danny Phantom design. Now let's go ahead and turn it around and see what we got here. Go ahead, Mitchell, and turn it around. Looks freaking amazing. So you can see the ghost portal behind it, and of course we have the ghoul, the phantom himself right there in the middle. And you know, I think that is pretty good job. When's the last time you carved a pumpkin?
Since I was like 8 years old.
Yeah, same here, all of us. So the fact that you did that much with the first time you ever touched a pumpkin in years, incredible. So you're taking a look at it right now with the lights on. Now, go ahead and get a good view of it. We're gonna turn the lights off. Poof, 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 poof. All right, we are here. Go ahead and turn it around, Mitchell, and you guys can see it in the darkness, in the dead of the night on Halloween. Oh, there it is. That looks freaking amazing. Okay, amazing job. You guys get to see it in the darkness here. I think that, I mean, man, you can never judge a jack-o'-lantern until the lights are off. So, I mean, you did an amazing job. Let's go ahead and hit those lights real quick. Okay, so, I mean, it looks pretty amazing, but I'm sure you had some issues along the way.
Yeah, just a little bit. Like right here, the teeth are really hard to like do because the saw is so wide that it's really hard to get in there.
Yeah.
And then the hands too, and they're like super freaking flimsy, so you gotta be really careful, you know?
I think that's the thing that you don't really realize until you start carving it is how thick that pumpkin is. Like, I mean, you can see my finger there a little bit. Like, there's a lot, there you go, you can see from the outside. There's a lot of depth to it. So in your mind, you're like, oh yeah, it's just like draw it out like a piece of paper. But you're going through about an inch and a half of just straight pumpkin. And I mean, I don't think any of us expected that part to be as difficult as it is. I mean, it came out pretty much exactly like what you were expecting, right?
Yeah, I'm glad I went with this instead of the adult Danny though, because that would have been too hard.
Yeah. All right, so now we are gonna check out Karina's as well. Let's do it. Okay, so Karina is here. She's a little shy, I can tell, but let's check it out. So your pumpkin is right here. Do it. 3, 2, 1. Let's see it. Ooh.
good, guys.
Adorable.
It is super cute. Okay, so we have the Garfield right there. Very, very cute. You guys could tell, you could see Garfield going in there. We have the LED candles in there. Those things were not very bright, so we had to put 4 in each of them in order for them to kind of stand out. I think he did an incredible job. I think of the ones we had there, you had one of the hardest ones because you had the most to cut out. So an incredible job there. He looks kind of like a Franken Garf, like a Halloween scoundrel. Are you ready to see it in the night?
Yeah.
All right, everything is out. You can see Mitchell's over here. Flashlight. All right, go for it. 3, 2, 1. Boom! There he goes. So freaking cute. All right, so where was there any issues for you? What was hard?
Everything.
Everything was hard. All right, when's the last time you carved a pumpkin?
Maybe when I was 6.
Okay, 6 years old. Okay, so what issue? Where did you find any issues, or what was difficult for you, if anything?
The nose.
Okay, so the nose was an issue. I mean, I can see you kind of.
Don't go too close.
I can see you kind of piece things together there a little bit, but overall, I mean, I think you did a great job.
Yeah.
I think it's very, very cute on top of that. So, what are we gonna rate her so far?
I give it a 10 out of 10. Anything cat related is always good.
I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 as well. I mean, obviously all of us are friends here too, so it's like we're gonna try to probably boost each other up here as much as possible. So you guys gotta do the same thing for me.
Oh, we'll see.
Hopefully mine came out okay. Let's do it. All right, I got some fierce competition here. Mine was not easy at all. I was stressing pretty much from the second the knife got in there to the time it came out. I was worried because so many times it was about to crumble. But just like the Dutchman ship, no matter how much damage it takes, Spongebob Patrick, somehow it keeps swinging.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
So the Dutchman stayed around for me. Let's check him out now. Let's turn it around so we can see it. And here we have the Dutchman.
Ooh. I love that the eyes are hollow. That's sick.
Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect. It definitely was. I was thinking what we were gonna do was like scrape it. Mitchell said that like, oh, all you have to do is just take the skin off, this orange
I mean, you
peel.
saw what I was doing.
I mean, yours came out in good. I feel like you can actually see yours glowing, even on the outside
you
edge.
just gotta make it really thin on the inside.
Yeah, because I just realized yours isn't even cut all the way through over here, and you still are able to see that. So for me, I didn't trust that was gonna work. I didn't know how good that was actually gonna happen, so I cut all the way through, and that led to a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of heartburn, and I still just, I went pee about 4 times. My bladder gets very weak in stressful situations. but we got it done at the end of the day, so let's hit the lights and check it out, and let's see it in the dark. All right, the Dutchman is Dutchman.
That looks sick.
So, this guy came out incredible. I think we all did an amazing job, and we all got to represent one of our favorite things.
Just talking in the darkness.
Yeah, use some light. I feel like we're in like a Conjuring movie. Bright light, like. All right, but we all got to do something. One of Mitchell's favorite shows is Danny Phantom. Karina grew up with Garfield and loves Garfield. I freaking love. Obviously, I'm the sponge guy, you know. So I had to do something from SpongeBob, of course. So I didn't want to go with the easy doing SpongeBob because of the fact that like I knew it was gonna be difficult. I said, you know what? Let's go out on a limb or a stem and let's do something cool here. And I went. I mean, I think going the difficult route worked out for all of us. So let's turn the lights on. I'll talk about all the strives and difficulties I had. When it comes to what's hard, where do I even start? I have so many quarrels, so many complaints, so many grievances. It was really, really tough getting through the beard section. He had so much beard, but then how do I make his mouth stand out? I had to trim around there, and I wish I would have had the confidence Mitchell did to go just with a light line around here. I just didn't believe it was still gonna glow, so I just was like, I don't believe this, and I'm gonna cut all the way through. So cutting all the way through, it left me with not a lot of structure. Like if you blew hard enough, you might implode his face.
Yeah.
So you have to be very, very gentle with the Dutchman because there's so much cuts and stab stabs throughout him, but ultimately it held up. Like I said, the Dutchman was a freaking legend. It just held up through all of the beating and stabbing and pulling and plucking. Somehow it stayed around, but nonetheless, I think we all did an incredible job. But you let us know what was your favorite design you saw here today. Without any further ado, you guys know the drill. We're gonna put some of these in the collection for the time being, maybe a couple days, maybe a week, however long they don't rot. But before that, you know the drill. Scan it. So we are now putting them up on display, and since right now there's pretty much nothing up here because you guys know we had the roof done, so I had to take everything down for a temporary amount of time. But let's go ahead and put these guys up here. So we're gonna put Garfield up here, do our anglerfish here, because anglerfish definitely have a skeleton. Our flying Dutchman.
Careful, careful, Spongebob.
And of course, our Danny Phantom Ghost Portal. All right, now let's hit the lights one more time. Oh yeah, there we go. So we have all of them up there on display. You know, obviously they will look probably a little better when the lights are out than when the lights are on, but they'll probably also only be there for 2 days before they start spoiling.
Yeah.
But although our pumpkins will be temporary, one could say, Mitchell, that this video will last forever. So we have them permanently on the internet.
Until the internet dies or crashes.
Yeah, but I have it on a solid state drive. Is that what SD stands for? I think it is.
SSD, yeah.
Wow, nice. No one thinks. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you smack the like button, subscribe if you're new here so you guys do not miss any of the fun antics we do on this show. If you guys want to see this next year, let me know. We'll be switching up our designs, changing things, taking what we learned from this video into the next one, and I think it's gonna be a blast. It's so much fun, and I get to do it with beautiful people that I got to do it with today, and you beautiful people makes it ultimately the coolest. So if you guys want to support the show further, go check out Patreon. You'll get an extended version of this video along with every other video that we upload, and it really supports the show. And also on top of that, you get early releases, behind the scenes, and much more. And huge shout out to our Rep Pack royalty over on Patreon. Big shout out to Storm X Quick, List of Legends, Reaper Sans and Gino, Jesus Jr., Francisco Lopez, Griff, Mike Mundell, Prismatic Phantom, Big Pimpin', Never Grow Up, Yanis Torres, Shelly, Mr. Sellout, the Rep Pack Jester, Kevin Nguyen, later Adam Castle, Gabriella, and also to Don the Whale. So shout out to all those big Patreons. And if you guys want to pick up some awesome collectibles, go check us out on Whatnot. We stream every single Friday. You get 15 bucks off your first purchase. You guys know the whole gig over there. If you want to get free money, go sign up. And I'll see you guys in this video right here. And as always, Rep Pack, I will see you all in the next one. Bloop!